Right. Hello everybody, welcome to the show, welcome to FPL Connect. Yes, this is the show for the masses of the FPL community. As you know, guys, we've been out there for a while. We have not been doing any content. We have not been doing, anything for like, I think almost a month or 2 months now. But it was all worth it. It was for the right reason, guys. So now I'm back. Well, I think I'm back now. And yeah, we're just going to continue doing this. I missed doing this. I missed the deadlines. I missed everything on FPL. I was just trying to get along as well as I could, and I've suffered a lot from that. So I managed to get back into the game this last game week. That's when I actually came back and started to be more settled and get more into the favorable routine of mine. So I believe I am back now. I believe I figured everything out. Let's see how the game goes. So yeah, guys, so today we are going to definitely do the preview of how game week 32 went, and to see how I'm planning to do my game week 33 and game week 34. Actually, I'm just planning to start my chip strategy right now. So coming back now, I'm thinking I've missed on a lot of points. I need to do something really good, something really quick as well. So I'm going to try to get on my wild card. I'm just going to try to activate my wild card in this game week. Yes, you got it. In this game week, I know it might not be the best game week to do a wild card. It might not be, but then I'm left with a wild card. I'm left with a bench boost. I'm left with a triple captaincy, and time is running out. Time is really running out. So I have to make them work. So as I see it at the moment, I'm planning to do a wild card. Right now. That will allow me to do a bench boost in game week 34, and then I'll see how I manage to go through towards game week 35, 6, 7, and 8. The last game week. So we are literally left with like over 3 game weeks, guys, and I'm thinking that the best way for me to do these things is to try to use my chips before game week 37, because if for instance City have already got the league by game week 37, then it will be of no use to say I'm going to use the chips anymore, because they may have to try to like rotate players for the final of the Champions League if they will go there, or if Arsenal may go there, or if the likes of Liverpool will try to aim for the cup instead of the league because they have not made it. Like there's just a lot that can happen in those final game weeks, guys. So I'm just trying to concentrate more on the present. And yes, I'm going for a wild card. I'm going for a bench boost, and maybe I'll get my triple captain in the final game weeks of 37. I don't know, but I know for sure that I want to do a wild card, and this is how we are going to do these things, guys. This is how I want to do my wild card. But first, let's do a preview of how I performed in game week 33. Alright, guys, so this is how we performed in game week 32, guys. So I got a massive 81 points. I was so happy that I managed to jump right in, on time for that game week. And I think the best thing that happened for me was that I managed to be active even on the deadline day. Like I was quite attentive on the deadline day on Twitter. So I managed to know that Kevin De Bruyne was going to be there in the match. Like I managed to be aware that he was going to start the match. So I had him. My plan was to sell him and then get Son. So as soon as I saw that he's there in the match, then I decided, okay, I'm keeping him. I'm not selling him. And man, that was the best thing that I did for that game week, because he proved to be a very massive differential for me. That is why I'm on 81 points. My game week rank was 321, which was a whooping, like so good. Because I think on that day I was on like 4 million, like my rank was now 4 million, and it was not good. It was not good because I think before I went inactive, I was still below 1 million, So just to see myself on 4 million was not good, really good at all. So the name is still your worst nightmare, because that's what I plan to be to you, guys. That's how I plan to be, but in a competitive way. So let's see how my team performed. I had Dubravka in goal. He gave me 9 points, which was very good. I had Gabriel with 6 points, kept a clean sheet. That was good. Bradley came in as a sub because I had Gusto in his place, but then Gusto didn't start. And we also what happened to Chelsea, so Gusto was still not going to get me any points, probably. So Zabani, he got 1 point, but then I was okay. I was really okay with that because I had a striker from Luton, so I was okay. So we had Saka who gave us 10 points. Palmer was my captain. He gave me 5 points. I was really hoping that he would give me more than Salah did, but then it wasn't meant to be. Then we had the master, Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, the star of the day. Gave me 18 points. Massive. Salah 8 points. Then I had Solanke up front, 2 points. Haaland gave me 8 points. Moise gave me 8 points, so I was happy when he scored because at least I know that he's a bit of a differential for me. Pascal Gross gave me 2 points, Gusto 0, Taylor 2 points. So they did an automatic substitution, Gusto out, Bradley in. So to some extent I wished I had put Taylor before Bradley, but then I didn't know that it was going to come to that, really. I didn't know that it was going to come to that. So no problem. This is how my team performed, guys. I was quite pleased with it, really. I should say I was quite pleased with it, and then so it gave me some green arrows, as you can see there, because I've been really underperforming. But then I've not been doing anything in the FPL Connect League because it's just so tight in there. You know, like even with this point that I have, I couldn't shake them. I couldn't shake the FPL Connect League, guys. So join in the league if you are up for a great competition, guys. Join in the league. I'll leave the link down there below. And yeah, guys, this is how we perform. So I'm just going to quickly flip on to our chip strategy for this game weekend going forward. Alright, guys, so I think I spent like the last hour or so trying to pick up my strategy for going forward, and that's when I realized that, you know, the best way for me to actually gain some good points on my chips is to do a wildcard this game week. So on my wildcard, the plan is just to flood the team with probably all the double game week players, so that next week I can do a bench boost, and then I'll have used my 2 free chips there, and then I'll use my last chip, which is a double game week. A triple captainship on the remaining 3 game weeks. I just don't know when, but then somewhere there I'll have to activate it, because if I was to activate it this game week, then I'll have to do a bench boost sometime later on. So I also thought, okay, maybe I can do a wildcard 35. You know, like I think most people will do a wildcard 35 because it kind of makes sense to do it, I think. So I thought maybe I can do a wildcard 35 and then activate my triple captaincy somewhere in game week 37. But then the question was, so when was I going to activate my bench boost? Because if I do it this game week without doing a wild card, I won't have a good squad to do a bench boost on. But then if I do this now, then I can do a very good bench boost. So if I was to do a triple captaincy now, it was to be on Salah, but he will be away to Everton and Fulham. They may seem like easy fixtures, but then they are away fixtures, so I prefer to do it on someone who will be at home, and I don't really see a very good candidate for that, because if I look at Saka has Chelsea at home and then it's Wolves away. I can't do it on him really, so it just wasn't fitting anywhere. Sarabia has Arsenal at home and Bournemouth at home. He could get away with it, but I'm just not really into it. It's Sarabia, guys. He may disappoint hugely, especially against Arsenal. So yeah, with all that being said, guys, I do think this is the perfect time for me to do a wildcard. So on my wildcard, I'm basically doing this wildcard basing myself more on game week 34. So I'm not really focused on game week 33 a lot. I want to gain as much as I can in game week 34. So this is how we are going to line up. So I have Pickford. He's up against Chelsea now. So I have two goalkeepers, which is Pickford and Henderson. So I want to play Pickford against Chelsea and Henderson against Liverpool. And then I have Gabriel in defense. I have Vigil. I have Dalot. I'm happy with all of them, really. In place of Dalot, I thought of Gusto because I still had Gusto in my team. But then I saw that if I had Gusto, and then for my bench boost, I'll have to have Gusto up against Arsenal than to have Dalot up against Sheffield. So I think having Dalot up against Sheffield is much better, really, guys. So that's why I have Dalot in there. And then I have Salah, which is okay. I have De Bruyne up against Luton. If there's someone I may change this week, is De Bruyne. That is only if he is not going to start up against Luton. I don't know if I'll be able to get if he will start or not. Oh goodness, I don't think I'll be able to get if he will start or not, because I'll be somewhere that Saturday and I can't check the streams that time and that day. So for now, I'll still put him in there because it's either I'm going to put him or Foden in. So I really don't have to think much on that aspect. So in the meantime, I'll put De Bruyne in there. And then Saka still stays up against Aston Villa at home. Palmer still stays up against Everton. Then I have Sarabia up against Nottingham Forest away. To be honest, in this fixture, I'd rather have someone from Forest than Sarabia because I think Forest are so good at home. But then they do not double in game week 34, so that's why I'd rather go Sarabia. And then up front, I have Darwin up against Crystal Palace, and then I have Solanke up against Man U at home. I'm happy with these two. So on my subs, I also have double game week players. I have Calvert-Lewin up against Chelsea. I have Aït-Nouri up against Nottingham Forest, and Trusty is from Sheffield. He's up against Brentford. He's on the bench, but then he will be up against Man U and Burnley at home in a double game week. And I'm happy to get some points from him as well, So yeah, this is how we are going to line up, guys. Because I'll still be having 2.8 in the bank, I may even try to change Trusty and go for someone, someone who may actually give me some points in there. But then I'm also trying as much as I can to keep, to keep the money, so that as soon as I want to change, I can go from De Bruyne to someone else, So this is how I plan to do my things for now, So and then going into game week 34, this is how my team will look like. So into game week 34, I'm going to bring in Eze for De Bruyne, and then this is how my team will be. So I'm going to do a bench boost in this week. So I'll have each and every player of mine in there and ready to get some points. I was really thinking of bringing someone like Mateta in, because he has 2 home fixtures. But I also like Calvert-Lewin because he also has 2 home fixtures. It's true that the other fixture is up against Liverpool, so maybe I may change Calvert-Lewin actually to get Mateta in. But then it's really confusing, Mateta will be up against who in this game week. I'm not sure who faces Palace, or it's the likes of Salah, so I can't get him in this game week as we speak. But yes, maybe I will get him in for the upcoming game week, really. Yeah, I think maybe for game week 34, but then I'll have to do 2 transfers to get him in. That's taking a hit. So no, I think I'll just leave the team as it is, really. And see how I can, get my way in through that. The only thing that I'm not going to get Mateta in also is because he is not on penalties, whereas Calvert-Lewin is on penalties. So I do like to have players who are on penalties, especially up front. So Yeah, I'll just put him in there, guys. I'll just put him in there, and then so in this game week I'll do a bench boost, and then in game week 35 the plan is just to go Son. I'm just going to take Eze out and put Son back in, and Son will be my captain for that game week, and then the team will be good to go again, and then I'll continue going. Then from game week 36, that's when I start to bring in the likes of Foden now. I'll just get rid of Sarabia and get Foden in, and then see if I can take a hit also for someone else, and then we keep going. And then in game week 37, then that's when I will activate my triple captaincy chip, So yes, guys, this is how I'm planning to do my thing. So in this game week 33, this is how I'm going to line up. So I'm not expecting to get the maximum points for game week 33, but then I'm expecting to get decent points. I'm expecting to get decent points, because if we look at the numbers that are, I'll say, a bit highly owned, I have Salah, I have De Bruyne. Well, I have Salah, I have Saka, I have Palmer, I have Virgil, I have Gabriel, I have Pickford. Even Solanke, I think he's very highly owned. So I should still be, like within the correct margins if I don't perform well. And then on double game week 34, I'm taking it all. I can't lie, I'm taking it all. Here, I'm taking it all. So you better stop me if you want to stop me. If you are in my league, then you better hope that just pray, because I'm coming in hard. Guys. Okay, I think I've done a lot of talking for this content, guys, but thanks for watching. Adios.